Good morning, my dear students. In the last class, we discussed about the first PUC syllabus in mathematics and also some basic concept of number system, which we want to discuss one of the very important chapter in first PUC, that is sets. Before we defining the definition of a set, we have to introduce why we want set, in which branches or in which chapters we are going to use, that is the sets concept. This is a very important concept in mathematics. This set theory, the concept of set theory, which underlines the most of modern mathematics and much of computer science, and also the term sets, which underlines the as the point and line in geometry. This chapter sets, the concept of chapter set, used in different branches and also different chapters of mathematics. This is the foundation chapter for different chapters like, my dear students, permutations and combinations, binomial theorem, relations and functions, yes, trigonometry, main branch in calculus. This is going to be used in different branches of mathematics, my dear students. We know the founder of set theory was George Cantor. Hence, he was the father of set theory also. In this chapter, we learned some basic concepts like definitions and also some basic operations in sets. Now, I am going to define the definition of a set, my dear students. That is the definition. Set is defined as the collection of well-defined objects. Set is defined as collection of well-defined object. It is defined as collection of well-defined objects. My dear students, this is the definition of a set. A set is defined as collection of well-defined object. Set is a collection of well-defined objects. In this definition, collection means group. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಗುಂಪು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು. Objects means the objects of a set, what we call as elements of a set or members of a set. That is the collection means group. Objects, elements, or are members. The another word, well-defined. Well-defined means the objects or elements which are not changes person to person, or we can also say the objects of a set, that is the particular object, is it belongs to the particular collection, is it belongs or does not belongs to the particular collection. That is the meaning of well-defined. Are you understood, all of you? I am going to repeat. That is the definition of a set. Set is a collection of well-defined objects. In ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟವಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಗುಂಪಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿಬೋದು, ಎಂಥ ಗುಂಪು, ವಸ್ತುಗಳ ಗುಂಪಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿಬೋದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಗಣ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬೋದು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಮೂರು ಪದಗಳು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್. Isn't it? Now we are going to give some of the examples for sets. Some of the examples for set. See here. Consider some of the collections, my dear students. Here, consider some of the collections, my dear students. Collections of planets. In the solar system. Collection of planets, my dear students, in the solar system. Collection of colors of rainbow. Collection of colors of rainbow. Collection of colors of rainbow. Collection of states of India. Collection of letters in mathematics, in the world mathematics. Collection of letters in the word mathematics. Collection of roots of equation. Roots of equation. X square minus 25 is equal to 0. Isn't it? We can write number of collections, number of examples for a set other than these also. Collections of days in a week, isn't it? Collection of months in a year. Okay, now we have to see the first one. Collection of planets in the solar system. This is the collection, no doubt. We get elements, no doubt. And also that is the what we collected here, planets, which are not different from a person to person. That means this collection is well defined. If we ask anybody to any person, the collections must ensure that is the same. The giving answer must ensure that is the same. Similarly, colors of rainbow. Similarly, states of India. Letters in mathematics. And also roots of the equation. We can also give the set of all vowels in English alphabet. These are all the collections which are well defined. Which are well defined. Which are well defined, isn't it? Hence, these collections are examples for a set. Yes, are you understood, all of you? Yes. Now we have to consider other than these collections, some of the collections here. Karnataka. Collection of best 3 cricket players of India. Collection of all tall boys in a class. Collection of all tall boys in a class. Collection of dangerous animals in the world. Collection of dangerous animals in the world. See here, in these collections, listen here, what about objects? Collection of beautiful girls in Karnataka. In this collection, that is the collection of objects which are changes from a person to person. Isn't it? ಅಂದರೆ ನಾನೊಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಬರುವಂತಹ ಉತ್ತರಗಳು ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ isn't it? ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತವೆ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಟು ಪರ್ಸನ್. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ವೆಲ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್. ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ if I ask me, that is I am going to give 3 cricket players, maybe Sachin Tendulkar, Dhoni and Rahul Dravid. If you ask any another person, isn't it, he give other than these 3 collections. That means here collection changes person to person. Hence this collection is not well defined, my dear students. Isn't it? In the same way, in the same way here also in this collection, that means such type of collections which are not well defined, Are you understood? ಅಂದರೆ ಇಂತಹ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗಳು ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಟು ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಈವನ್ ದೋ we can collect the objects, but those objects which are not well defined, these are the collections which are not a set, since that is the one of the term does not satisfy, that is the well defined term. Are you understood, all of you? Yes. Now we have to move on. Representation of a sets. Sets can be represented or sets can be written. Sets can be represented or sets can be written in mainly 3 ways. Mainly in 3 ways. 3 ವೇಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸೆಟ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಬರಿಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ 3 ವಿಧಾನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಬರಿಬಹುದು. One is descriptive method. The second one is roster method. Or another name is there, tabulation method. The third one is set builder method. Or rule method. But we combining first one and second one, we call one method, that is called a set builder method or rule method. But particularly we define, that is there are 2 methods we use. There are 2 methods. Generally we are using 3 methods, but particularly we are going to use, there are 2 methods, that is the one is roster method The second one is set builder method. How? See here, one by one. That is the first one is roster method. First one is roster method. Roster method. My dear students, in this method, the elements are listed. In this method, the elements are listed. That is, the objects of elements are listed and separated by a comma and enclosed in a flower bracket. Are you understood? Yes, in this method, the sets are represented like this. That is, the elements are listed, separated by a comma and enclosed in a flower bracket. Generally, the sets are denoted as capital letters and elements of a sets are denoted as small letters of English alphabet. Now, you consider one of the collection of a set. Set of all vowels in English alphabet that can be written as in roster method, like that is, the A is equal to set of all A comma, E comma, I comma, O comma, U. Are you understood? This is an example of a set in roster method. Roster method ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಗಣವನ್ನು ಈ ಥರ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. See here, ಈ listing elements, arrangement of elements should be in horizontal form, not in vertical form. ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಒಂದು ರೇಷನನ್ನು ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ರೇಷನ್ ತರಬೇಕು. ಆವಾಗ ರೇಷನನ್ನು ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಫಾರಮಲ್ಲೂ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲ್ ಫಾರಮಲ್ಲೂ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಇಸ್ಂಟ್ ಇಟ್? ರೇಷನ್ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್, ಇಸ್ಂಟ್ ಇಟ್? ಆವಾಗ ನಾವು ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲ್ ಫಾರಮಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಒಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟಿಗೂ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟಿಗೂ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಕಾಮನ ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, isn't it? Isn't it? Here also we are using the comma. Yes, but here we arranged, we listing the elements in horizontal form, my dear students. This is an example. We can give number of examples for roster method. The roots of collection of roots of a quadratic equation x square minus 25 is equal to 0. If I find that is the roots, we get that is the minus 5 comma 5. These are the two roots of a what quadratic equation x square minus 25 is equal to 0. This is another example in roster method, my dear students. And also we can write that is the collection of natural numbers less than 5. Collection of natural numbers less than 5. That is the set n is equal to set of all 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 less than 5. These are the natural numbers less than 5. This is also an example of a set in which method? That is the roster method. Are you understood, all of you? Yes, when we writing that is the given sets in roster method, we have to follow, there are very two important conditions or important points. First one, my dear students, see here. When we listing the elements, here need not to follow order of a given elements. That means arrangement of elements is immaterial ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಆರ್ಡರ್ನಲ್ಲೇ ಬರಿಬೇಕು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಕಂಡೀಷನನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, this is the set A. See here, this can also be written as A is equal to set of all E comma O comma I comma U comma A. These two sets are same. That means here arrangement of letters, that is the arrangement of elements, way of arrangement of elements in these two sets are different, but arrangement of elements are same, isn't it? That means both the sets are same. Here the elements are immaterial, not materialistic. That is the first point, isn't it? The second point, when we listing the elements, if the same elements are repeated, then we have to write only once, then we have to list only once. One sari matra ನಾವು ಬರಿಬೇಕು. For example, the letters of the word room, the letters of the word room, one of the set. Now that is the consider set D is equal to, we have to write that is the R. Room, spelling R-O-O-M. Here we have to write only once, that is the O. Since here O is repeated, how many times? 2 times. But when we listing that word in which one? Roster form, we have to write only once, not twice. That is, if elements are more than one, but we have to write only once, isn't it? That is the second point, my dear students. Now, some of the collections are infinite. For example, set of all natural numbers. Yeah, when we expressing the set of all natural numbers in a roster form, which is not possible to write all elements in roster form, then we have to write few elements followed by 3 dots, like the set of all natural numbers that can be expressed in roster form as n is equal to, we have to write few elements like 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma, which is not possible to write all the elements. In such cases, we have to write 3 dots. These 3 dots indicates so on. That means we can write up to infinity, which is not possible to write all the elements in roster form. For that, we have used these 3 dots. This indicates we can write up to extended elements, isn't it? Are you understood? This is the third point. These 3 points we have to keep in our mind when we writing the given sets in roster method, or another name is tabulation method. Are you understood? I think all of you, that is the roster method. Yes. Now we have to move on another method. That is the second method. Second method, that is what we called as set builder method. Set builder or a rule method. Set builder method or a rule method. My dear students, in this method, the collection of elements, right, in the statement form, that is in the verbal form. That means all the elements of a set satisfies the common property, single property. For example, the collection of vowels in English alphabet, this can be expressed, this can be written in set builder form as A is equal to set of all X. X represents the elements of a given set, such that this indicates such that there is such that, this indicates such that X is a vowel in English alphabet. This is a vowel which is the common property for all the elements satisfies, that is the X. Are you understood? That is the common property. Yes. Now B is equal to set of all Y such that Y is a natural number less than 5. Y is a natural number less than 5. This can also be expressed in another form like this, that is the B is equal to set of all Y such that Y belongs to N and Y is less than 5. This is another example for set builder method or a rule method, my dear students. Are you understood, all of you? Yes, we can give number of examples. C is equal to set of all Z. Z is a letter. Z is a letter in the word mathematics. Or we can express, that is the capital letters also. Mathematics, that is we can express in capital letters also, my dear students. This is also another example of a set in set builder form or rule form. Yes, are you understood? Yes, that means here we can convert roster form to set builder form, set builder form to roster form. That means sets are interrelated, that means convert, that means reduce roster to set builder method or set builder to roster method, my dear students. But all the sets which are not possible to convert set builder to roster form. For example, set of all real numbers or set of all rational numbers which are not possible to write in roster form because of there is no particular pattern to list the elements in roster form. Are you understood? ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆಟ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡರ್ ಫಾರಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ರೋಸ್ಟರ್ ಫಾರಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯೋದಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಾವು ಕೊಡೋದಾದರೆ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸನ್ನು ಸೆಟ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡರ್ ಫಾರಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಬರೀಬಹುದು ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. ಬಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಆರ್ ರೈಟ್ ಇನ್ which form? That is the roster form. Why? Because of there is no particular pattern ಅನ್ನೋದು ನನಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನಾನು ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ? ರೋಸ್ಟರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ. ಆದ ಕಾರಣ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟ್ರನ್ ಟು ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ದ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್. Isn't it? This is about that is the which one, my dear students? That is the different representation of sets or methods of writing a sets. Mainly 3 methods. In those 3 methods, we categorized into 2 methods. That is, the one is roster method, the second one is set builder method, my dear students. Yes, now we want to use symbols here, my dear students. Symbols. There are mainly 2 symbols used in sets. That is, the one is belongs symbol, another one is does not belong. Actually, the name of this one is epsilon anta kariti. Enanta kariti now epsilon, but read as belongs and does not belongs. Actually, epsilon. Epsilon. We read as that is the belongs. Why we use these 2 symbols? We know, my dear students, the sets are generally denoted by capital letters of English alphabet, isn't it? The elements of a sets are denoted by small letters of English alphabet, isn't it? Yes. Now, these 2 symbols are used to represent like, for example, consider an element A. To say this element is present in the set X. The element A which is present in the set X, we are going to use symbol that is belongs. Means A is an element of set X. A is an element present in the set X. Read as A belongs to X. That means an element A belongs to set X. Are you understood? Now, the element B which is not belongs to the set Y means that is the B does not belongs to set Y. Here the element B is not present in the set Y. Is not present in the set Y. For example, my dear students, consider a set. Set A is equal to set of all 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we can write 2 belongs to set A, 3 belongs to set A, but 8 does not belongs to set A. Since 2 and 3 are the elements of set A, but 8 is not an element of set A. Yes? ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಥ 2 ಮತ್ತು 3 ಗಣಾಂಶಗಳು ಅಂತ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಗಣಾಂಶಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಈ 2 ಗಣಾಂಶಗಳು ಈ ಗಣಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿದವೆ. ಬಟ್ ಈ ಗಣಾಂಶ 8 ಅನ್ನೋದು ಈ ಗಣಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿಲ್ಲ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ these are the 2 symbols used to represent, that is the elements, is it belongs or does not belongs to the particular set. Are you understood, all of you? Yes, in this class we discussed about the definition of a set and 3 words important: collection, objects and well defined. Yes, and also representation of a set and also denotation of a set and also these 2 symbols. Yes, we in the next class we continue, that is the examples and also types of sets, my dear students. Okay.